Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we'll be talking about Hajj. Why? Because Hajj season is here, and plus a couple of days ago I read something stupid. Here you go. Arab news. An age-old tradition, Hajj is mentioned in the Old Testament. Wow. Where is it? Let us take a look. We will start the reading from here. The answer is in the affirmative. The book of Exodus contains the following verse in the reference of to Hajj in the time of Moses. Which one is this? Exodus chapter 12, verse 14. It's crazy, right? Exodus chapter 12, verse 14. Let us read from verse 12. On that same night I will pass through Egypt and strike down every firstborn of both people and animals. And I will bring judgment on all the gods of Egypt. I am the Lord. The blood will be sent for you on the houses where you are. And when I see the blood, I will pass over you. No destructive plague will touch you when I strike Egypt. This is a day you are to commemorate. For the generations to come, you shall celebrate it as a festival to the Lord, a lasting ordinance. This is what they say Hajj. The article says this Hajj. Wow. Are they stupid or crazy? This is talking about Passover. Nothing to do with Hajj. This is obvious. You don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be, wow, I don't know what to say. But you have to understand why Muslims are so desperate. Like finding Hajj in Old Testament. Why? Because, because why? Because I do believe they know the Prophet did not perform Hajj. Not even once. I know. I mean, like, look at this. According to this article here, there's a consensus that after the migration, the Prophet only performed one Hajj. Now you wonder, when is it? What year? Let us take a look. Let us investigate. Farewell sermon, sometimes also known as farewell Hajj, farewell pilgrimage. It is in year 632, March the 6th, year 632, during the Islamic pilgrimage of Hajj. So Muhammad delivered the sermon, the farewell sermon, in year 632 during the Islamic pilgrimage of Hajj. But farewell sermon is one thing. Doing Hajj is different thing. This is not actually saying, well, I don't believe Muhammad did the Hajj. Maybe he did the farewell sermon, maybe, but not the Hajj. Let me take you to Sahih Muslim, hadith number 1218a. I will make it short. This is the great grandson of Ali. His name is Muhammad bin Ali bin Hussein. He went to a Sahaba, Jabir bin Abdullah, and asked the Jabir ibn Abdullah. He asked him, "Tell me about the Hajj of Allah's Messenger." Now, let us read from here. Tell me about the Hajj of Allah's Messenger. And he pointed with his hand, 9, and then stated, the Messenger of Allah stayed in Medina for 9 years but did not perform Hajj. Then he made a public announcement in the 10th year to the effect that Allah's Messenger was about to perform the Hajj. A large number of people came to Medina, and all of them were anxious to follow the Messenger of Allah and do according to his doing. We set out with him till we reached to Hulaifa. Now pay attention here. Asma, the daughter of Umais, gave birth to Muhammad bin Abu Bakr. So remember, Abu Bakr, the Sahaba, was one of his wife. His name is Asma bin Umais, and she gave birth to Muhammad bin Abu Bakr in the same year of the Hajj of Allah's Messenger. So people gather in Medina and then they go to Makkah. When they reach to Dul Hulaifa, Asma gave birth to Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr. You follow me? So now, what year was Muhammad bin Abu Bakr was born? You wonder, right? Supposed to be 632, but no, 631. It is off by a year. How come? The farewell sermon during the pilgrimage of Hajj supposed to be Muhammad's final sermon, where Muhammad went for Hajj, is in year 632. But Muhammad ibn Abu Bakr was born in year 631. So this Sahih Muslim, in Sahih Muslim 12:18 here, this thing supposed to be year 632, right? The Hajj. But the person born in 631, that's very strange. It is off by 1 year. How come? They screw up. This is what I think. Muhammad was very sick in year 632. There's no way he went for Hajj. You know how many people died during Hajj? Especially old people. They cannot do it because it's too hot. Let us take a look at this Sahih al-Bukhari. Hadith number 678. Narrated Abu Musa, the Prophet became sick, and when his disease became aggravated, he said, tell Abu Bakr to lead the prayer. He could not even lead a prayer. He could not even lead the prayer there because he's so sick. Another hadith from Sahih Muslim. Let us read. Hadith number 418a. Ubaidullah bin Abdullah reported, I visited Aisha and asked her to tell about the illness of the Messenger of Allah. She agreed and said the apostle was seriously ill. And he asked whether the people had prayed. We said, no, they are waiting for you, Messenger of Allah. He said, put some water in the tub for me. We did accordingly, and he took a bath. And when he was about to move with difficulty, he fainted. When he came around, he again asked, have the people said the prayer? We said, no, they are waiting for you. He asked again, put some water for me in the tub. We did accordingly, and he took a bath. But when he was about to move with difficulty, he fainted. And you keep reading. If you keep reading, he can just keep fainting. Because why? He was so sick. He was so sick. He was so sick. Look at this. I will show you one of the hadith here. Look at this Hajj. This Muslim doing Hajj here in this hadith. Al-Bukhari hadith number 369. Narrated Abu Hurairah on the day of Nahar, in the year prior to the last Hajj of the Prophet, when Abu Bakr was the leader of the pilgrims in that Hajj. Abu Bakr sent me, along with the other announcers, to Mina to make public announcement. No pagans is allowed to perform Hajj after this year, and no naked person is allowed to perform tawaf around Kaaba. Then Allah's Messenger sent Ali to read out the Surah Bara at-Tawbah to the people. So he made the announcement along with us on the day of Nahar in Mina. No pagan is allowed to perform Hajj after these years, and no naked person is allowed to perform the tawaf around Kaaba. So he just sent people to announce things. He was not in the Hajj. He was not doing the Hajj. Abu Bakr was the leader. And this, when is this? Look, in the year prior to the last Hajj of the Prophet. Well, they say last Hajj, but actually it's not last Hajj, the only Hajj. Last Hajj, it sounds like he did many Hajj, but actually he did only once. So this is supposed to be in year 631, right? And then in year 632, he was so sick, he did not go for Hajj. I, I don't, I'm not saying he cannot do farewell sermon. Maybe he did farewell sermon in March, right? He did farewell sermon. Maybe that time he was a little bit better. He was okay a little bit. But he did not do the Hajj. That's what I don't believe. One more, one more hadith. Sunan An-Nasai, hadith number 2805. It was narrated that Jabir said, "We, the companions of Prophet, entered Ihram for Hajj only, and nothing else. We came to Makkah on the morning of the 4th of Dhul Hijjah, and the Prophet commanded us, exit Ihram and make it Umrah." So Prophet Muhammad did Umrah, not Hajj. And in year 632 and 631, he was already sick. Very, very sick. He couldn't do it. That's why in year 631, Abu Bakr was the leader of the Hajj. And as you can see here in Sahih Muslim here, for Hadith 418 and Al-Bukhari, Hadith number 678, Abu Bakr led the prayer. He was so sick. There's no way he did Hajj in year 632. And plus, if the Hajj in year 632, then this Sahih Muslim, Hadith number 1218 is wrong. Because it says they're doing Hajj, going for Hajj. But then, at the same time, Muhammad bin Abu Bakr was born. I believe he was going for Hajj, but he didn't make it. He did not make it. So anyway, a lot of things very confusing in Islam. No matter, they have so many books, thousands of books, and not one book to support the other book, another book to support that book, these books to support the book that support that book. But the result is very clear. It's not helping. As a matter of fact, everything is very confusing. Anyway, that's all from me for tonight. Thank you for watching and listening. God bless you all. Have a nice life.